Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Friday, July 15th. We have an informative show for you today. First, we'll be visiting with Kevin Ludden from Express Employment Professionals, and then later on, we're on location at the Owatonna Arts Center Secret Garden Tour, and we'll be visiting with Julie Von Ruden. So you will want to stay tuned. Today is Friday, of course, so we give special recognition to our sponsors. The Owatonna Today Show thanks the following sponsors of this program. Our premier sponsors, City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Anytime Fitness, Fairway Foods, Little Theater of Owatonna, and Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson, Branstead and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Business Incubator, SignPro and Auto Trim Design, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Triam Graphics, and TPS Insurance. We hope you will support these fine Owatonna businesses that support our Owatonna Today Show. And please say thanks to them when you see them out and about. It's because of them that this show can continue. And we're always looking for more sponsors of the show. So if you are a business and you would like more information about becoming a sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show, please contact Leanne Alt, our producer, at 390-5751. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with Kevin Ludden and Express Employment Professionals. So please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. Check our website for current exhibits and monthly programs.
Hi, I'm Tim Van Gelder, and I play Duty.
And I'm Jason Meyer, and I play Roger in LTO's current production of Grease, directed by Craig Berg and sponsored by the Wenger Foundation.
Performances of Grease will be held Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, July 7th, 8th, and 9th at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, July 10th at 2 p.m.
And again the following Thursday through Saturday, July 14th, 15th, and 16th at 7:30 p.m., with another matinee on Sunday, July 17th at 2 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org.
Don't miss LTO's production of Grease.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're here visiting with Kevin Ludden from the Express Employment Professionals. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
We're just saying summer's just getting away from us.
Well, halfway there. You're right there.
And you said, when is halfway now?
The 15th, I'd say, of July.
Wow.
That would be today.
Oh, so we're going
Yeah.
strong. We're going strong. Okay. Well, on with summer, and our year goes on, and we have things to talk about. And Kevin, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and what you do at?
Okay, I'm the business developer for Express. I go out and visit clients, potential clients, and let them know what we're doing. You know, if there's any programs, issues, anything that I can help them with, anything that our office in particular can help them with. I'm there to act as a liaison to make sure that gets done. Go ahead.
Do you have quite a few of companies that you
Absolutely,
work
yeah.
with?
We have quite a few. Northfield, Faribault, Owatonna, Waseca, Blooming Prairie. We work with quite a few companies.
So you're on the go.
Yep, I'm on the go. A lot of time on the road, up and down 35.
Yeah, and how long have you been with Employment
About 4
Express?
months now.
Okay. And you have some things coming up in the with programming?
Well, I
and,
want to start
things offer?
next year, because it's actually this is one of our seminars. It's called our Refresh Leadership. It's a simulcast that Express does. It's going to be on the April 12th from 8 to noon. And basically what's that? We don't know the speakers yet. We're still getting that squared away. Once we do, we'll announce it. Probably here will be the first place. But basically, that's just for individuals, leaders, business professionals in our community that, just want to get a different viewpoint from different people about how to be better leaders. It's really good. It's very popular, and it's a great place to network, get together. This year's was really popular, well attended. Was at the Holiday Inn here in Owatonna, and great feedback from all the attendees. It's very popular with a lot of our clients.
How do you determine what the simulcast will be, or how do you determine what the companies would like to see, or what their issues are? That
Well, basically, Express International, our organizational head, they're obviously, we have to stay in tune with what's going on in today's economy in the United States, worldwide, obviously. And then, we kind of understand, because we're out there every day seeing what the kind of different issues that pop up for human resources and people in charge of human resources, or small business owners, or CEOs and presidents. I mean, that's we see what they're doing, and that's a great way. Then we're like, okay, this is the kind of people we want to have them talk to them. Other people who are successful and who have been successful and have been able to maintain that success.
I would think it would be interesting for you in working, since Express is national, with other areas, because so many of the work-related issues, do you find that they are like our demographics here are different than maybe somebody else's demographics?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yes,
so-
absolutely. I mean, you can say what's going on, and say like in Faribault is different than what's going on in Owatonna.
Right.
However, it's all basic. It's all underlying. A lot of it can be miscommunication. Some of it's just still. It'll go back to the basic tenets of human relationships, but how you deal with the different demographics, how you deal with the different problems and issues that that economy or that area offers to that company or to that individual. Yeah, it's
always evolving, it sounds like.
It always is, absolutely.
The doors
Which makes it very exciting and challenging at the same time. And that's why people have those jobs. That's why we do what we do, is because that is, you are dealing with things that are happening. Everything's topical. Everything is today. Everything with the news lines, the news, today, the stock market's open up really high. I mean, all that has a lot to do with everything that we do, We might be here in the Midwest, but, what we do impacts, it has a worldwide impact.
It's all connected. Now, over here, these booklets here, the brown booklets, what are those?
These are different, we'll call them programs that we offer our clients. Basically, one is Monday Morning Leadership. The other one's the 3 Signs of a Miserable Job. Monday Morning Leadership, it's a knowledge-based campaign. It's going to help with supervisors, how a supervisor deals with their employees. Basically what it's about, in a nutshell, is recruitment and retention and profitability. To get the right employees for the jobs, retain them, and thus when you have that, obviously that's going to add to your bottom line. It's going to be more profit for the company. So basically, in a nutshell, it just kind of outlines, gives you a workbook to work through, it gives you a book to read.
When you talk about retention, can you give some insight as to what that would mean, as far as why what you're finding employees like to, or employers to retain people?
Well, when you have a good employee, you want to keep them.
Right.
That you don't want to have to retrain somebody, have to go and start that search again for that special someone to fill that position. What they'll do is they'll, they want to retain that person. They want that person to grow with the company. They don't want that person after 2 years say, you know what, I'm done here, I'm going to move on. I don't see any, maybe they don't see any, upward movement, so then they leave. You got to, it's kind of like giving them incentive.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Are there steps in retention?
Oh, absolutely.
Some of the steps, and so that's what would
give them
be
steps,
revealed in that.
Yeah, but it also lets them evaluate themselves too as individuals to see where they might be lacking, and then also gives them, okay, if this is the case, then here's some of the tools that you can use, or here's some ideas that we have that you can use.
So that's both for the employer and the employee.
Well, absolutely impacts the employee, and it's obviously it's for the employer, but yeah, absolutely, it's something that the employer can say, someone I give it to that could give it to one of their mid-level management individuals, or someone who's a lead, or just a supervisor. It's great material for them. I mean,
another one you have there that I just smiled when I read it: the 3 signs of a miserable job. That's
a real popular one. But basically what it is, once again, you got a workbook, you got a CD, and you also have a book, but you're dealing with, do you really know your employees? That's number one, that's the 3 signs. Do you know your employees? Do your employees feel appreciated? The next thing you know, the employees, they want to know if, how their job affects, the company. How, they want to feel good about themselves. That would be like their irrelevance. That's like they need to know that their job impacts others. And then you've got, in measurement is the last one. You have to measure job. You have to be able to gauge that performance. Are they failing? Are they succeeding? People need that feedback so they can, move forward, go forward, and then you can help them or correct, any behaviors that are hindering them, or, help them move forward, or, engage them in a conversation that you're doing great. Let's get you going in this direction so you can do even better and grow with the company. That's
great. So it's led from both sides. And it's good because both can work together as a team to reach those goals.
Right, and obviously, it's all about teamwork at the end of the day. Everyone's got to work together to make the product, to get the job done.
You offer all these different programs at different times of the year and everything like that. That's a great opportunity for those at the whole library, because you are national. So
right, yep.
Pull from so many places. What are some additional advantages of doing business with Express Employment?
One of the nice things I like to tell people is even though it's a corporation, each individual office is owned, by one individual. It's not corporate. It's not a corporate office. It's a small business owner, just like a lot of these clients. Or they understand what it is to run a business. They understand, the trials and tribulations that come with that. I think that's very important for people to know.
So they're connected to their area.
Right, they're connected to their area, and we want to make an impact, a positive impact, and with all our clients and with everybody in our areas. I mean, that's what we like to do. It's all about getting people, employing people and helping our clients, grow their businesses.
Well, thank you, and thank you for caring, and it's good to have you here, and we wish you...
Nice to be back again.
And we wish you'd continue success, of course.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kevin. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Looking for that perfect birthday party idea for your child? I have exactly what you're looking for, a pool or gym party at the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. Hi, this is Brad. Contact me today at 774-7102 to schedule the party every child will love. Birthday party packages are available year-round. West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Michael Mager with the Brickmager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home.
At Brickmaker, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we are on location today at the home of Julie Van Ruden. Welcome to the show, Julie.
Hi, pleasure to be here today.
And the reason we're here is that the Owatonna Arts Center is having their garden tour, secret garden tour, which begins Sunday, July 24th. And Julie Van Ruden has so graciously offered her garden to be viewed, and I will say it is beautiful.
Very excited to be on this whole endeavor, and it makes us get projects all done and in shape. We're actually having a family reunion for my husband 2 weeks later after this, so a great time to get everything shaped up, and I'm always in my garden, so I'm happy to share my passion and excited to do that.
Julie, tell a little bit about yourself. How long have you been here in Owatonna? A little bit about your story.
I am a native Owatonna, grew up in northeast Owatonna. My mom and dad are Don and Donna Teeters, and my mom had like at least 4 gardens on our farm, and so it was always fun because we were pulling weeds, planting flowers, and always in the gardens. And so when I got married, I'm like, I want my own garden. And so our first house was on Cardinal, and I had my husband build planter boxes there and had developed a big garden in the back there. And so when we built this home in 2001, I'm like, well, I've got even a bigger scape to use because we have the wood line in back of us. And so they started out that our landscapers did our bushes in the front, but we did the remainder of the backwoods, hand planted everything, and got slips from my parents and friends and nurseries. And so little by little, year by year, each got added. And so it's been an endeavor where every day you're changing it, deadheading, doing fun things out there, and it's definitely a passion.
So from what we're going to see today here at your home, how long did it take you to get to this point?
Well, in 2001 we built the house and moved in November, so we didn't actually start doing plantings till 2002. So now obviously we're at 2016, so now we have at least 4 or 5 layers that go back into the woods, and the hydrangeas go 1 layer all the way around the woods. And we planted quick fire hydrangeas, which are a good hydrangea when they can take the sun, the part sun, and the shade, and that's why we decided on that hydrangea. They maintain themselves well back there. I said we're blessed because we have good soil, so everything really grows well. If it doesn't grow well, it's due to me probably not doing the right things with getting things off of it later, the bugs and whatnot, but the soil itself, it really does maintain the plants.
Would you say that a person in gardening requires patience?
I would say they require a lot of patience because in my wood line, I battle the moles, the deer, and there's wild turkey back there, and the wild turkey like to trample the flowers. The deer eat the hostas as their salad luncheon, and they come in and I have hostas everywhere, and so I actually have to spray with liquid fence every 2 weeks. And if it rains like it is now, it's more often.
And it's amazing, every year you never know, it's a surprise, isn't it, what comes up and what doesn't?
It is, and the only thing you can always be sure of is that your hostas will grow up because those are the most vigorous, and I just feel very hardy.
Yeah, I like them though, do you?
Yes, I like them too. There's so many varieties and they're so pretty. They just require so little maintenance, and they give the character to me to the garden because you don't always need all color everywhere. I like the green among the color.
And do you find here in Owatonna there's a lot of people to consult?
Yes. I was saying to my mother, we went up to Grand Avenue 2 years ago and we went on their flower tour. And I was telling Sylvan and my mother that I said I was really surprised at what we saw for gardens up there. The houses are magnificent, but the gardeners, they aren't as picky as our gardeners down here, and their gardens aren't as magnificent. So hats off to our gardeners in Owatonna, because I think we have the loveliest gardens, and every time I go on these garden tours, I'm amazed at the work and all of the different creative ideas that these gardeners come up with.
How many varieties do you think are in your garden here?
Well, I'm sure I have well over 200. There is just, I pride myself in getting unique things, and now that my daughter lives in the Twin Cities, I go to a lot of nurseries up there that have some very unique things up there, but it's fun to get something new. It's not always that you find the right spot for it, but you can trade it around, because gardeners are always switching.
Who would you say is your gardener buddy? Is somebody you garden with?
Probably my gardener buddy is my sister, and she lives in Blue Earth, Minnesota, and we grew up together, and we were always giving each other plants. And so, in fact, she bought this cabin now, and I was up there this last weekend, and she's planting flowers all around her cabin. So not only does she tend flowers at home, she does it at her cabin too.
Do you find that it's more fun to have a partner?
Yes,
somebody you
it is. And then you can talk about your plants, and it's like, that's a really good thing.
Well, you've got my interest up. Can we go take a peek?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to share.
Thanks. We have relocated to another area in Julie's garden here, and I want to add that this is only a small part of what you're going to see here at Julie Von Ruden's. So we're just going to give you a taste of what she has done, but then remember there's 5 other gardens as well. So Julie, we are here in front of a boat. Do you want to start in and explain what we're seeing here?
Yeah, this boat here actually was taken out of a farmer's woods up north. My husband was traveling up north when he was going fishing, and he saw this boat and it was abandoned, and he said to the farmer, "Are you willing to sell that?" And he's like, "Yes." And so my husband then got that thing and got a trailer for it, and now when he brought it back here, he made a stand for it so it's not sitting directly into the soil. And each year I plant different flowers in here, and this year I put canna lilies in here, and then the tall grasses adorned through the back by the hydrangeas, and then coleus. I like to put the coleus in here. And then zinnias are in here. They provide full-time color all the time and are always budding. And then my little yellow flowers here are wispy, kind of pond-like looking.
What are those grass, like little pom-pom grassy?
That's a king tut tall grass.
Wow.
They come in a small variety and then that variety there.
That's interesting. And is this, if I understand you right, is this your annual?
Yes.
Those are all annuals.
Right.
Even the king tut grass.
Even the king tut grass. And those things are really rooted. When I have to take those out in the summer, at the end of the summer, those things are rooted to the bottom of the boat. I actually have to have my husband do that one.
Can you dry them and use them?
That's a good question. I bet you could dry those. A lot of plants you can dry.
Okay. And so that's the perennial garden.
Yes.
And how many varieties would you say are in there, just alone?
Well, just alone there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 varieties in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah.
And a lot of your border plants and bedding plants, percentage of your garden versus annuals to perennials.
Yeah, I would say that there's probably 70-30. So I plant the color along the border like you're seeing right here with these flowers here with the pink, the begonias. Mm-hmm. Those there are 30% of my garden, and 70%. Because the garden is so lengthy and so big, it would be hard to just keep planting annuals every year. So.
Okay. And I want people to know that you're hands-on. You get in there and dig.
My hands show it. I work down at Christie's part-time too, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a gardener. And when you're a gardener, you get in the dirt. There's no gloves being used.
You have another area you'd like to share.
Yes, I'd like to take you over to the patio area here, and this is another work of art that my husband again found in another farmer's yard abandoned. It's a 1950 Ford pickup.
Let's go take a peek.
Yeah, let's go.
Julie, we have relocated to another area of your garden. Why don't you explain where we're at and what it is, the truck is, and everything like that?
Well, this is the conversation piece of the yard. When we built this house here, we didn't have this patio, and when my husband found this truck abandoned at a farmer's, he's like, well, I can't just put that truck in some dirt. So we poured this patio, and then they restored the truck, and that took about 1.5 years. It actually doesn't have a motor in it, so they've got to bring it down here with a tow bar, and he has a little tow bar, and he brings it down in the very early spring because it could cut up my lawn badly, but they come through before the plants are all up, and we get it back here. And my daughter designed the logo, Von Ruden Nursery. It's kind of a hidden joke here because the garden kept growing, and everybody that came back here, it's like, well, it's starting to look like a nursery back here. So we're like Von Ruden Nursery. So that's what we did. And then we put the plants in barrels, and I just felt another way to put flowers out and showcase flowers. So.
Well, it sure is beautiful, and then this patio was laid just to bring in the truck, and
Yes.
so you could showcase. And I take it that that's perennials.
Yes. Yep.
Every year.
Yes, they are, and the back here, it's gotten a lot lighter because we've had trees. We have boxwood trees back here, and some of them fallen a couple years ago, fell on our house. So it was always a challenge through this area to grow things. Now, not so much.
Well, we're looking forward to see more on Sunday with the tour. We'd like you to know that it's happening Sunday, July 24th from 10 to 4. If you get your tickets in advance, it's $10. The day of the event, it will be $12. You can get your tickets at the Owatonna Art Center or Kottke Jewelers, and you can pick up your map the day of the event, Sunday the 24th at the Owatonna Art Center. Julie, we can't thank you enough for opening up your beautiful garden, and you won't want to miss this tour. It's absolutely beautiful. Have a nice day, and we're going to take a message from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. It's time for community announcements. The community is invited to a special Owatonna Hospital Healing Arts Program reception where you can meet the artists on Tuesday, July 19th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the Owatonna Hospital. Summer movie series, July 24th at the 215 North Cedar Avenue, the former space there that used to be the State Theater. They're going to have July 24th, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And the River Bend Nature Center will host Twin Cities tracking expert Jonathan Popelli of the Minnesota Tracking Club for a one-day introduction to the fundamentals of animal tracking on Saturday, July 30th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The program fee is $15 per person, $12 for River Bend members, and is intended for adults. Pre-registration is required for this program by July 15th. And the River Bend Nature Center will also host John Lamprecht, president of the Minnesota Mycological Society, and his wife Claudette, as they present an exciting program about mushrooms on Tuesday, August 2nd from 5 to 6:30 p.m. The program is open to adults. The registration is $10 a person, $5 for a River Bend member, and pre-registration is required by July 29th. For more information or to register, visit River Bend Nature Center website, www.rbnc.org, or call 507-332-7151. We want to thank you for joining us. Please join us on Monday when our guest will be Amy Swain from Amy Swain Hearing, and we'll also hear all about Crazy Days. So you'll want to tune in with us on Monday, and until then, have a great weekend.